Great morning. I am Teacher Michelle Patrice Wade of Open Door Ministries. Welcome to Mirror Moments. Do you realize that the consequences of your actions have the ability not to only affect your life, but the lives of those to whom you are attached? We find that to be true as we take a look at 1 Kings chapter 11. While I encourage you to read the entire chapter, our focus is going to be primarily today on verses 1 through 11. And to summarize those verses, it talks about the fact that King Solomon was given specific instructions not to intermingle and marry with women from other nations. However, he chose to do so anyway, and he married 700 wives and had 300 concubines. In his older age, because of the love that he had for his wives, they were able to seduce him. And in that seduction, his heart became divided, and his heart was no longer completely devoted to the true and living God, and he began to worship the gods of his wives. Now, this angered God because God had already warned him not to worship foreign gods. And in God's anger, he is now stripping away the kingdom from King Solomon. Now, because of King David, 2 tribes will remain for King Solomon's heir. However, what rightfully belonged to the heir will no longer be completely his, because now 10 of the tribes will now go to King Solomon's servant. What do we learn from King Solomon? King Solomon was the wisest king ever. He asked God for wisdom. God gave it to him. And people came from all over to witness the level of wisdom to which he led by. So we see that just because we have wisdom does not mean that we always choose to operate in wisdom, and he certainly did not do so in this instance. We also learned that we have to ask God to expose those things that we have attached ourselves to that have misdirected our love for him and have divided our love for him, and we have made idols in our lives. Those things that we essentially started to love more than we love God, and now we are worshiping those things versus worshiping God and God alone. Once we have asked God to expose those things, repent, receive forgiveness, and then ask God to give you a level of trust in him to understand that when he gives us instructions, that he's not trying to punish us or keep anything away from us. He's trying to protect us. Therefore, protecting us as well as those who are attached to us. Refuse to operate in disobedience. Refuse to worship things that have become idols